Hey guys, I'm John with Hops and Brews. So for a few years now, the beer industries have been putting more and more 100 or less calorie beers out there. And with the hard seltzer craze, it's bigger than ever. Now these beers are geared toward people who are wanting to live a healthier, more active lifestyle and still maintain the beer drinking they have with the same level of flavor, but with a lot fewer calories. So recently I've been feeling a little heavier myself and wanted to get ready for that, well, summer body, the heat, the warmer weather. So I decided to see if these beers were something that I could replace my beers with and still get that hot flavor that I love with a lot fewer calories. So for the month of March, I'm only planning on allowing myself a maximum of 2 adult beverages at 100 calories. That is not one drink at 200 calories. Each drink can only be 100 calories, and I'm only allowed to have a maximum of 2 a day. Now, being a father and a husband and having a full-time job and just, living a life, I don't have hour and a half to spend every day to go to the gym. So what I plan on doing is at least a minimum of 20 minutes a day, 5 days a week, workout routine. Usually just gonna be something to do with cardio. And as far as the diet, well, I'm not really gonna stick to a diet, but I'm going to be very self-conscious of what I eat. I'm not gonna go out and buy a whole pizza and eat it, but I'm also not gonna eat some pizza. If I want a slice of pizza, if I want a burger, I will do that. But if I do have a healthier option that's right next to me, I'm gonna try to steer myself toward that meal. So let's see what it's like living a whole month with only drinking 100 calorie beverages. Will I lose any weight? Will I still enjoy the beers that I'm having? Will 2 drinks be enough for me? Or will I still gain weight while having them? We'll just have to see. Yep, it's day 1. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. Let's go work out. Day 1 workout complete. 20 minutes. God, I'm out of shape. I used to do this all the time. Didn't they say something about like having a beer after a workout is like beneficial, right? Pretty sure that's the same. Okay. Now time to go take a shower and head to work. Well, that's end of the first week's workout. Unfortunately, I didn't get to go all the way through today because my son decided to wake up at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3:30, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and 5:15, and then climbed into my bed with me. So I didn't get a whole lot of sleep. But first week of working out. Alright, at the start of week 2, what a fun time, especially since daylight savings time was just 2 days ago, so I am extremely tired. Let's do this. End of day 1 of week 2. I thought I was getting better, but once you get past that initial week 1 soreness, you get a little bit of rest and you're feeling good. Then you get back into it. Man, it sucks. It's kind of even worse because you had a little bit of boosted confidence, thinking, I got this. And you get back in there, you're like, wow, I need to keep doing this. The daylight savings time really did not help. I didn't think about that part. Oh, and your friends, constantly drinking double, triple IPAs, bourbon barrel-aged stouts and stuff like that in front of you is totally awesome. What's the idea on this?
Yeah, just let me smell it, Jeff.
Oh, that was 30 calories right there.
I know. Thanks, guys. So week 2 workout done. Not really enjoying this. But it does have its benefits. I do feel better. There we go. Alright, start of week 3. More than halfway over. Let's do this. End of day 1, start of week 3. Officially means that I am on the decline. Closer to the finish than it was from the beginning. That is the end of week 3. One more week to go, and these beauties are all mine. Oh yes. Oh, it's too early. Well, this is the start of week 4. I can already taste the beer. It's getting so close to my lips. I would love it. End of day 1 of week 4. This stuff's hard. Alright, end of week 4. I can almost taste everything. I can taste it. I can already feel myself gaining the weight back. If I've lost any weight. Alright. Oh, that's it. It's March 31st. End of all the workouts. Tomorrow, you are all mine. Whew. Yeah, that was a month. I tell you what, that was a month. A lot of ups, a lot of downs. First off, having friends to help you through this would be awesome. Too bad I didn't have any. Now, some of the other issues that I found in this month was actually trying to find these low-calorie beers and a large selection of them. Now, I was able to find quite a few, but only because of where I live and I have some awesome bottle shops around me. But going to local grocery stores didn't really have a whole lot of options for 100 calorie or below. Now, there are quite a few low calories, but they are not stating 100 calories or less. Now, most of what you found at the stores were just hard seltzers or domestics. Now, hard seltzers are great, but they kind of just seem to be lacking in flavor. And domestics, well, they just don't do it for the craft beer person in me. I still tried some, but they really weren't the best. And the other bad part I found was that actually most grocery stores, you have to buy all of these in packs. Now, if you end up getting it and take it home and not liking that first one, well, you're kind of screwed because you at least got 5 more of them there. So it's a waste of money. So if you do have a local bottle shop, try to hit those up. Now, another big issue that I ran into was actually adjusting my palate to the flavor. I'm pretty used to having big, juicy IPA bombs and bourbon stouts and big saisons and sours, big beers. And the first week going into this and only having a 100-calorie lager, yeah, it's pretty lacking in flavor. But luckily, I purchased more than one beer of every low-calorie one I could find. This allowed me to try the beer once, and then as my palate started to change, come back and try it again toward the end of the month. This actually gave me a huge benefit. Throughout the time, right around the end of week 2, my taste buds completely changed. I was able to start picking out the subtle flavors that these lighter beers, well, that's all they can really give you. And the ones that claim to have really big, bold flavors, well, they actually did have big, bold flavors, but in comparison to the other light options that are there. Yeah, you're not gonna get the same juicy, hazy IPA flavor out of a 100-calorie hazy. It's just not gonna happen. But you might be able to start picking those notes out and seeing the direction that they were trying to head and give you. This allowed me to appreciate the flavors that were in there. They're very subtle things that I was able to enjoy. That actually helped me heighten some senses into really changing my palate and thinking and dissecting these beers. It was actually quite enjoyable in that sense. But now, as far as the workout aspect of this month, I found myself, well, like a lot of other people when they jump out into a workout, sore, really sore. Now, the first week was probably the hardest in terms of working out. The weekend did help, and I felt pretty good after those 2 days of rest. And going into that second week, man, was I wrong. It was just as bad as the first week. But I did push through it, and I found about the end of week 2, beginning of week 3, I found myself having more energy. I found my clothes fitting better. I didn't weigh myself through this whole entire month. Really just not wanting to check on my diet, wanting to just keep pushing through everything and be surprised at the end. And like I said, I was feeling a little bit heavier, and I started the month off weighing in at 191, which is above where I normally like to sit. And I'm glad to say, I actually lost 11 pounds this whole month. I feel great, and my clothes fit better, and overall, I'm very satisfied with the results I got for that month. Now, this isn't thanks to just drinking only light beer. This video isn't about only drinking light beer and you're going to lose pounds. That's not what this is about. This was about if you wanted to live a healthier lifestyle, lose a little bit of weight, but not give up your beer. Could you find a low-calorie option that still allowed you to drink beer? And if you could live that lifestyle, could you replace all of your beverages that you love with low-calorie options and still keep the flavor and enjoyment of these in your life? So, are there beverages out there that you can continue to drink and have great flavor but do not add to your waistline? Yes and no. Yes, there are lots of options out there. There's seltzers, domestics, craft beer. I'm sure you're gonna find something that you probably do like. And every year there are more and more options coming out. However, I did find that they don't quite satisfy as a good craft beer. I mean, you just can't compare it to a lot of hops and a big body and just a lot of flavor. I mean, we're talking eating a cookie over a slice of cake. Yeah, the cookie's good, but I want the whole cake. But there are some of these low-calorie beverages I wouldn't mind having in my fridge for those times that I don't want that big craft beer. I just want something easy to drink. I don't feel like having a big heavy beer. That way I can have 1, 2 of them and still get some flavor that I enjoy and not feel bad about it. Now, I will probably still continue to buy some of these beers, but they do pale in comparison to a lot of my craft beers that I do love. Now, if you give these beers a chance, you just might find 1 or 2 of them that's worth having. And if you're anything like me, they'll help you appreciate the beers that you already have and not add to your waistline. See you guys in the next one. Cheers. You didn't think I'd end it there, did you? I need a beer.